to African Media on the grounds of the Capitol building. We just witnessed the departure of Honorable Richard Nangbe Koon, who got elected as Speaker by members of the majority bloc. He has just left the grounds of the Capitol building, including few other representatives. We see Representative Nyan Flomo of District Number 2, Nimba County. It is becoming more intense. Members of the majority bloc. Members of the majority bloc. Clarence! I'm cutting. Stop from here. I'm okay, go over there. So the members of the majority bloc, representatives of the majority bloc, are about to leave the grounds of the Capitol building. Honorable Richard Nangbe Koon, who got elected as Speaker by the majority bloc, has just left, and we see other representatives, James Colette from Bond County, and other representatives.
Was today a success? Was today a success?
More than a success. More than a success.
What do you mean by more than a success?
What did you achieve?
What's the tour about?
It was intended to walk around the premises. You know, the State of the Nation is right here. So there's a need for renovation. So if I'm making requests for renovation through the offices of the rule order, my bosses need to know. I don't just want to send a figure or presumption, whatever. The need for physical verification with their presence today to take a tour around the various chambers. They saw for themselves, and I'm of the view that they will support us in the process of giving a facelift to the various chambers, particularly the joint chamber, as we prepare for the State of the Nation address.
You mentioned that police were in the area for electing that was brought in some men that was most of the here in the joint. So you clear to clarify that statement of particular.
I said to you was what I said, nothing else I can say.
There
was an investigation done.
Who refused to answer your call?
No, that's not, he did not refuse. He just returned the call, and he said, according to him, he said that he was in his office and the phone was on silent. He didn't know the phone was ringing. You can see from here, he just gave me 2 missed calls. Maintenance director, HR maintenance director, you can see from here. So he did not refuse to answer.
So you pardon him for his action?
No, the man did not refuse. The man was like, well, when the other chamber is open, the other chamber, he said his phone was lying, his up, he didn't know it was ringing on silent. So who am I? Is the justification not worth? Or am I the kind of fellow who would just come and start paying last year for later announcing? Is that what you want me to do? If I say a lot today, you don't do it, I should come and penalize. Is that what you expect of me? No. I can misuse power. You know what I'm saying there? So if I may ask you, what level of penalty you want me to give him?
We are asking you.
What level of penalty you want me to give him?
We are asking you. Can you be honest and ask us?
It doesn't worth any punishment.
Is there
any penalty for your colleague?
No, I can't speak to that. I told you that every decision is taken by plenary.
You are the rules order and administration head for this building. And there's a communication
Not the building.
For the House of Representatives.
Good.
There is a communication that has been signed by the battle also the city's former speaker, and also from the communication from Mafoko that there is a suspension of the Press and Public Affairs Department head, Robert Hines, and Committee Chief. Do you care to speak about it? You haven't said anything about it.
I will say this. I have said maybe you were not able to have been part of it. I don't know what Kofa is thinking about. I don't know what the former speaker is thinking about. But something is wrong somewhere. I'm still wondering. But I hope that reality can sit in so he'll be cool. To even daydream or suspend the deputy chief clerk is a word of illusion. You are daydreaming. The deputy chief clerk was elected. Go back to our rule. Only plenary can suspend the deputy chief clerk. The same way only plenary can suspend a member. Only two-thirds majority vote resolution 49 members can remove the deputy chief clerk. The same 49 that remove Kofa as speaker, only that number can remove the deputy chief clerk. Then you come, unilaterally say you rise, say you suspend. And let me say this to you.
The same plenary.
Kofa has done something that is unprecedented. Information of the House of Representatives are channeled not to the office of the speaker. They are channeled to the offices of either the Press and Public Affairs or through the offices of the clerk. Know that today. To go see, proclaim yourself to be speaker, reducing yourself, signing press releases. It is condemnable, it's laughable. It has never happened in this place. It's unprecedented.
Is there any penalty?
I said to you times over number, it is plenary decision, brother, not me. I do not have a personal issue with former Speaker Kofa. He's my colleague, he's my workmate. Don't make me to say things that tomorrow it will sound different or negative. I don't have issue with former Speaker Kofa. He's my friend, he's my workmate. Former Speaker Kofa and I, we're going to sit on the same floor, on the same chamber, and debate issues for the next 5 years. If God help us, if God helps us, the both of us are re-elected, we continue to work with the Liberian people. So I don't want to say that your cautions, your concerns will be able to disrespect you. No.
Plenary suspend 3 of your members, and we are seeing them around the building. And you said into your chambers that they shouldn't be around the perimeter of this capital. And are they not respecting your order?
You heard the speaker during the presentation of Vigo. He said to the public, he's encouraging colleagues that are suspended to not be seen around the vicinity of the House of Representatives. If they come in, they're doing it at their own rates. If they're forcing it, it is at their own rates. And we go back to plenary. The message will be passed to plenary. We took a decision to suspend this guy, and they were warned from now having access to the premises of the House of Representatives. And they are consistently seen around the House of Representatives. So plenary will make a decision in that direction.
Tomorrow's session, where will you have session? In the joint chamber or the main chamber?
Let me say, I can't say here and give it all right time. The joint chamber renovation is not done by the House. If you saw the time, Jerry Yoko, representative of Judicial number 12, vandalized the joint chamber. You saw the press release from the House, from the Senate, ROA, the Rule Order Administration Rep, to distance himself. The joint chamber renovation is done by the two chambers. Before we do renovation, the rule orders from the Senate and the House, the both of them will meet and make a decision and pass a memo that the both of them will concomitantly sign. It is sent to the relevant authorities, like the security departments, the maintenance departments, and thereafter, a request will be made, a budget will be made, a request is made to fund. But let me say this to you, it will be done, but I cannot tell you when it will be done until have a discussion with our counterpart in the Senate. No, they have not concluded yet. The budget hearing is ongoing. As we speak to you, we have the Ministry of Finance, the LRA, and Maritime is expected. So we are here to receive Maritime. That takes time. All your questions will be answered. And the fellow can run out for interview. So Maritime, all the entities that will be coming will be escorted, and the year will continue. Tomorrow, the year will continue. Pardon me?
Will that be open to the press?
I can't say it will be open to the press or not, because I'm not a member of the budget committee. and I do not want to speak for the committee. One of the committee members can speak to that. You were so curious to ask. It's your turn.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Strogan for Spoon. I was concerned about if you were to use maybe one or two words to describe maybe your gathering here today. Why would you say it? And B to that, what should we expect on tomorrow from your side?
Gathering here today, what does that mean?
Like the budget hearing and the inspection and all of that, if you were to describe it.
That the leadership of Richard Nangbekong as Speaker is in full control. The leadership of Richard Nangbekong as Speaker is doing the work of the legislature. The leadership under the guidance of Richard Nangbekong as Speaker is ensuring that the work of the Liberian people is fully done and implemented. With regard to our gathering tomorrow, we will continue to have section, and our section will be held under the guidance or gavel of Speaker Richard Nangbekong.
Yes.
Yeah, let me hear from you.
My name is Gibson G from Right after the ruling of the Supreme Court, you made a statement that the executive should make sure that the speaker or the former speaker or a battle speaker, so to say for better words, should turn over every or all immunities that are attached to the speakership to the newly elected speaker of Liberia. Where are we? What's the communication to the executive?
Let me say this. Maybe it's a news, so you let me break that news. On our governance system, it is not the judicial who enforces their ruling. Who enforces the judicial ruling? Executive. When the judiciary passed on the matter, Supreme Court rule on an issue, it is enforced by who? The executive. The marshal of the Supreme Court is in which branch of government? The executive branch of government. He works under the Ministry of Justice. So it is my thought or my analysis I was giving in my post. I'm taking reference to my post.
No, it was not a post, it was an interview that you
with me, right? It was to ensure that the executive implement the ruling of the Honorable Supreme Court. So I do not work with the executive. I cannot tell you when the executive is going to implement a ruling. But as far as I'm concerned, per law and per practice, the executive should implement the ruling of the Honorable Supreme Court. And again, the Minister of Justice is a dean of the Supreme Court bar. You know what I'm saying there? He has a statutory responsibility to implement that ruling. It's not by his will. It is not by his choice. It is not by what he feels. So all we need to be asking now is, when can this ruling be implemented? So I want to urge you, Punch FM, but not to punch me, to reach out to the executive, particularly the officers of the Justice Ministry, to make an inquiry. When will the ruling of the Honorable Supreme Court be enforced? When will it be implemented? But now to ask me, I do not work for them. I work for the legislature. Who else?
Your description about
no, let your colleague come in.
Performance today.
On today, some of the colleagues were seen preventing those deputy ministers from having access to the budget hearing. And 2 separate times I saw you accompanied one of the deputy ministers from the Ministry of Finance to ensure that she have access to the budget hearing. How can you describe the action of the police today?
Before describing, can you just help me to just name me three or four of them that you saw?
Let me name the first minister. The deputy
minister. Our colleagues who are preventing. Can you name some of Alifo?
Well, I saw.
You said you saw some, my man. You scared to talk again?
I saw Representative Yeka Kolba.
Hey, you not need. I'm not answer a question, my man.
Yes, these were long.
Yeka Kolba. Who else? Luther Collins. Who else?
Jacob DP was.
Who else? Who else?
They go on.
Okay.
So, let's look at them.
The reason I'm asking the name is you have repeatedly told us, or Kofa and his men have said to us, stand by the rule of law. That the people who stand by the rule of law taking the law in their own hand today. Let people see it. And they say stand by the rule of law, but they're preventing agents of the executive from coming to perform their constitutional statutory responsibility. And in terms of describing the action, it was unlawful, it was uncalled for, it was unacceptable. It has no place in modern democracy. It has no place in a civilized society. Their behavior is condemnable to the highest degree. And let me say this. It is regrettable that two of the folks involved come from Bond County. The lack of Eugene J. Colley and Representative J. Marvin Koon. Let me say to the Liberian people, on behalf of the people, of Bond County, we say to your Liberian people, we're sorry. Sometimes in the election, we can make mistake. Those two guys, their behavior from the day of this process, you saw them throwing stones, bringing tools up to the president, they stay in a violent mood. You even saw somebody, I don't know we are here this morning, when the police arrested somebody that supported her with Ben Neff. Who were here at that time? Yeah. You were here?
They deflated the vehicle of the
Good.
minister.
Good. And so then, is that the function of a lawmaker? It is disgraceful that character of such will be representing my beloved county. But we say to the Liberian people, we are sorry. 2029, the right decision will be made.
They too are saying the same thing, that they're sorry for the people of Bond County for your election as well.
For my election?
Yes, yes, too.
So then you do the analysis. Their attitude and my attitude, which one doesn't support modern democracy? Did you see me fighting here today? Did you see me bringing gains to Ben Neff on their side? No. Did you see me, you said what did they do, the minister tire?
Yeah, they deflated.
They deflated. Did you see me deflating a minister tire today? No. So two of all who action or attitude is sorrowful, who action is regrettable, who action is unacceptable. You are the judge. You are the independent journalist. Do the analysis for yourself. Maybe if you ask me, you say, oh, the mayor is biased. I don't want to be biased, but as far as I'm concerned from the genesis of this fight to where we stand today, though they claim that we don't stand by the rule of law, but these are the men and women who do. In Your Honor, we cannot intervene because according to Executive Law 22 and the Civil Procedure Assessment, that's Assessment 1, Assessment 2, it says we have a statutory responsibility to come in only when the law is being violated. No law was violated, Your Honor. On the basis of that, we cannot intervene. And you were there. The Honorable Supreme Court granted their submission that no law was violated. But then you say that we are law breaker. What kind of law we breaking now?
Tomorrow is session day. Where will you sit?
Where have been sitting?
I'm asking you.
Are you a reporter?
I am. I'm a reporter for Truth FM.
Oh, now I understand. Okay.
So I want to know the truth.
Understand. Now when I thought you said,
where will you sit? In the joint chamber or the main chamber?
Comrade, I can say this to you. The law said the house, my man cannot run away. We're not finished here. We say here. The energy here, we can go. Energy queen, energy king here. The energy prince, we can go.
Where will you sit, sir?
Let me say this to you. There is no law to say that this is the legitimate sitting of the House of Representatives. I challenge and stand still to be corrected to see that law. What the law says, the Senate and the House shall assemble in the same setting. That's one. That place where Kofa and men normally meet, not cheaper than a conference room. The Chinese constructed that place as conference room. Now you can see they were. Remember, ain't answer, you can answer me. Don't tell me, Bobo. Who are you can see preacher there?
I'm the one asking you a question. Yes.
No, not go ahead, mommy. Stop that thing.
I'm the one asking you a question.
Mommy, where's spoon here? Where punch?
Hello, sir.
I know you tell the truth.
Are you a former journalist? Are you a former journalist? Where will you sit tomorrow?
That fast days.
I'm not.
I agree balance. No.
I'm not seeing.
Get it clear.
Where will you sit tomorrow?
Yeah, BC. Have you seen the screen back there? Yeah, BC. Have you seen the screen there?
The screen was there.
Simple. The screen is there. Then you say you are not seeing the point.
You were certain that you have issue with it.
No, we're not. That's the point. The point I'm raising is we're not raising concern that it is not a place to be. No, I'm trying to defend the action that there is no restricted area. There is no particular area that say this is the only place these people can meet. No, that's the point I'm making. So we can even go to the we can even go to Universal Liberia. We can even go to Buchanan AG. Anywhere one issue just be in Monrovia City. Know that. When President George Monrovia was being inaugurated, the 54th passed a law to allow the Pinsville City to be part of Monrovia City. That's why President George was inaugurated at the Samarkand Sports Stadium. Without that law, he could have not been inaugurated. It would have been considered illegal. And after inauguration, that law was recalled. but it was repealed by the same 54 members. If you don't know the information, just ask, we'll provide. Don't act to know when you don't know.
No.
So I come back to you.
I'm not
I stay on
counter-reacting.
truth. I stay on truth. Because I want you to say the truth. I don't want you to say the lie. So the best we can do is to force you to say the truth. You understand that? We're saying the truth. The place is seen over there. It's
a conference room.
Yes. If we ever had a chamber, original chamber, I said if we ever had is a Woolen Aratoba chamber in the old building that is under renovation. Okay. The joint chamber we are sitting in, doing COVID, medical practitioner asked that each person sits 6 feet apart. The joint chamber was used by the House of Representatives. So if I will concur or agree with you, it is not a chamber. So it means all actions that were taken there during the COVID, we should consider it nullified? No, we cannot nullify it. Where were you people questioning of chamber when the COVID people sat there? They during the COVID, lawmakers started the transact.
And they asked a simple question. Where will you sit tomorrow?
The Senate left their chamber. They were sitting right here in the rectangle here, the rectangle. It was where the Senate was sitting. Can we say decision made at the time is not legit because the Senate was not in quote unquote per your understanding in the original chamber? No. So I come to say to you, after laying the premise, providing truth, the rightful information that is expected for truth to tell the truth, that the majority sitting in section will sit tomorrow at the place that the deem convenient for the city.
Are you still
Representative? Sir,
yeah, you are not spoken to me.
Yeah, my name is Afonso Kalama.
Chu, don't go behind. No, you say.
Yeah,
Chu, beg you, don't go.
My name is Afonso Kalama, and I report for the People newspaper.
What are they?
The People newspaper.
Okay.
Sorry for the poor quality of
No problem.
Okay, so today, you were prevented, ministers or members from the executive were quote unquote prevented from accessing the joint chamber where you normally have your sitting. I want to ask, and you're talking about using this place tomorrow. For how long are you going to continue this battle with your colleagues preventing people that you're going to be summary to be appearing before you, and you have your colleague on the other hand preventing them? For how long are you going to continue this? On the other hand, do you think it's an embarrassment for your operation?
Thank you. The first thing I want to underline is a few words you spoke of. They want an English analysis. They were prevented. They were never prevented. That's why I say tell the people the truth. They attempted preventing. Preventing is different from prevention. If they were prevented, budget year couldn't be going on. My man, that reservoir here. You understand? No, I can't even do it here. I have to do it here. The People's newspaper. I'll come back to you. Who newspaper? The People's newspaper. We're saying to you, the people were not prevented. Minority, few handful of people who wanted to become gangsters, leaving their function in which they were elected duly to perform.
You're talking about your colleagues?
I said, if my colleague is going to work to practice gangsterism, how do you expect me to call them? My colleague coming in your word to attempting or preventing people from having access, having a face-to-face fight with the Liberia National Police, going to work tearing a police uniform. Oh, no. My brother, we do not respect the police because we want to respect the police. But there's one thing I want to know today if you don't know. We respect the police because number one, they fled, they sue, they are the symbol of the republic. You need to know that today. You know what I'm saying there? It's not the battle that I was scared of. Officer, not the battle that I was scared of. That I fled and the sue we are afraid of. It is the representation, it's a symbol of this nation. And then where I see red, white, and blue with the 5 star, I know that is Liberia. You know what I'm saying there? We said to him, we did not come here by coincidence. We came here as a result of preparation. We were processed. We were schooled before coming here. You can come in now.
Representative James Kohler speaking to the press.
We are nearing the state of the nation of this. Can you bring up this as it relates to the process?
The president is still a nation. We know the town is still a nation. Now I'm running history for you. All I don't know when the president addresses a nation, true or false? We need to put our one in history book again. No. That the president will address the nation. So everybody know that time.
So already 2 blocks, your block and the Kofa blocks.
There's no 2 block, brother. We are plenary. Plenary is what? Simple majority. The day Kofa get 37. Now the days I'm making mistake. I cancel it. If he could have had 37 before his removal, that very day I will say, Mr. Speaker, here am I. But because of his failure to acquire 37 or more, you know what I'm saying there? I come back asking you, why would you want to have a well there's no water in it? Why? Why you want to have a well no water in it? Kofa is possessing a well no water in it. He's sitting in the office of the speaker using IEP. But yet, the authority is not within the authority is Richard Nangbe Koon.
Are you still at RLG? How long? Since you believe you have achieved what you needed to achieve, are you still the RLG?
Can you tell me which part of the Liberian law or statute that says that lawmakers should be at a specific place?
Well, you are at a specific.
Hello?
I don't get no statute.
There is no statute in our jurisdiction, as far as I'm concerned, that says lawmakers should be at a particular place. No statute. We live where we want to live. You know what I'm saying? My comfort, all I know, I should continue to do the work of my people. The safety of my family, my friends, my constituents is what matters to me.
So you're telling us that you're comfortable at RLG, right? Dude, being there.
I don't love to be spoon-fed with words. Allow me to speak my own words. And I'm not saying I'm comfortable or not comfortable. I'm saying there's no statutory provision that tell me where to live. You know what I'm saying there? So it's a freedom movement, freedom association. Why didn't you ask Representative Kofa when he was vying for the speakership, when he took the team to camp at Farmington Hotel?
That's why you different.
Farmington and RJ, which one is more expensive? Which one is a 5-star hotel? So my issue I have with you is, you are looking at it from one side. They may carry all the people to Farmington, you were there. Some of y'all, when you went down with them, ate the food there, or some of y'all.
Does that mean you should do the same?
Did I say I'm doing the same?
But you're giving an example that is...
No, I'm laying premise. You don't want me to conclude the premise. But saying you want to conclude my premise, conclude me entertain another question. What's the next question?
Okay, so, I just want to wrap up from what he said. You went to RLJ for a purpose. How long are you going to be there? That's the question.
Who told you I want to RLJ for a purpose? Who told you that?
There for a purpose.
Who told you that?
The world knows that.
You presume I went there for a purpose?
You may not say it, but I mean, definitely you are there, you gathered there for a purpose.
So you tell Liberian people the purpose I went there for?
So when are you going to be going to leave from there, sir?
You want me to leave at RLJ now?
I'm asking, when are you?
My band to RLJ, does it have impact on you? Does it affect you?
Not me specifically.
Does it affect the Liberian people?
The issue is
my presence at RLJ, does it affect the Liberian people? Where you slept last night, I will tell you where to sleep. Do I care? Do I care to know where you were this morning? That's my personal activity and personal life. I sleep where I want to sleep. If I chose to park my car to next things, that's business. You understand that? So the issue of where I sleep, where I eat, where I not eat, it not concern the people's newspaper. Let the people newspaper find better story to read another story. The other story is news worthless.
Honorable Kule, I'm Judicial, I report for Spoon and
how many Spoon reporter here now? Spoon got money reporter.
That's the reason we
get. And I will get plenty Spoon to eat with.
Yes. All right. So Honorable Kofa is currently on a live interview and he's saying that the budget hearing being organized by your bloc is unlawful. So what can you say?
Here you go. Here you go. You know what I say here you go for? You know what I say here go for? Sometimes when people are drowning, they refuse to accept the reality.
Yes.
Kofa will be well the day he accept the fact that he has been removed. But instead they're dreaming.
Yes.
The day Kofa accept the fact that he's no longer speaker, he will be well. It will be late for him at that time.
Yes.
Kofa needs to accept the fact that he's only a representative of Grand Cross Judicial number 2. And he accept that, he will go to bed and sleep without having a sleepless night. But once he still maintain in his medulla oblongata, that he's still speaker, he will have sleepless night. He will have sleepless night. You know what I'm saying there? Let's say for instance, Article 34 of the Constitution, read it. It says that the Revenue Committee shall be represented by all counties. I agree. Today we're to go by and say, Kofa, take over the budget committee. Take over as speaker. I'm assuming a probability. And give Kofa the budget. Then the 44 all will leave from him. Will he have budget hearing? Because one, he doesn't have quorum. Two, he lacks 6 of the counties. You don't know that in the news of you. Know it today. Fanati is not speaker for 6 of the counties. He not speaker for bombing because no bombing represented with him.
Yes.
He not speaker for Lofa because no Lofa represented with him. He not speaker for Maryland because no Maryland represented with him. He not speaker for Riverside because no Riverside represented with him. He not speaker for Roger because no Roger represented with him. That's why I say, gentlemen, you beef up your game to do your research. So, and on the budget committee, there are 2 from Grand Crew. Our National Power is with us. So you can be speaker, you be on the budget committee. There are about 6 counties absent from the budget committee. So who will be the top for those 6 counties for things to be placed in the budget for the county interest? They think this is democratic reasoning. Kofa needs to understand this. It's about reasoning. So I agree. Like I say, Mr. Kofa, okay, we may speak up. I mean, wait. Come on. Stop, please. We go back to Kofa and say, Kofa will make you speaker. We go back to Kofa and say, Kofa, take all. Kofa will be speaker. Then we say, we're not coming to you. 5 of the counties will not be on Kofa's gavel. How does he feel? How will you feel if you were speaker? 15 counties, 5 of the counties you don't have. How do you feel? So, how do you feel? No, not go. My man, in my profession of journalism, Professor Joe Monrovia taught me. He did not tell me when there are facts and circumstances clear. You are asked to say, just go ahead. Where are going ahead, you know I'm going ahead. Every time, just go ahead. Then you want to be asking me when I thought they can't talk to you, you will talk today. If you were you, how do you feel? If you were Kofa, what will you do?
I'm not Kofa, sir.
I said, if you were.
That's why he's not.
No,
If you were.
I'm not Kofa. I am not Kofa.
So that's why I make you be a nice gentleman, not to be power drunk, not to be power greed, not to be like Kofa. You are a great gentleman. Thank you for responding that you can be like Kofa. You say you cannot be like Kofa. But let me say this to you. Like people are not understanding this. They say Kofa is stand by the law. It's not the law Kofa standing by. That the size of the speaker budget. That the size of the speaker budget Kofa standing by.
What's the size of the speaker budget?
You know? The 1 million plus but about Kofa standing by. Nothing else. Make the speaker budget, let all representatives that be paid equal. Let me see where Kofa still stand by the law. That understand the way you say that the envelope size of the speakership. The immediate of the speakership, like what Kofa standing by, not standing by law. You understand it? Even those that are standing by Kofa, they're not standing by law. They're standing the secure committees.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying that? My man, you want to start the interview now? We can't talk to get that ring kind of 400. Nobody going to will stay here today. We be on the thing since 7:50 is now 124. You can't give me a chance now.
Continue, sir. Continue.
Yeah, no, let me listen to go ahead. You are a nice gentleman. Thank God you're not like Kofa power jump.
Yes. Power greed.
Okay, sir. Okay, Honorable Kola. So, is there a planned action against Honorable Kofa if he refuses to?
Planned action in terms of going by the Kofa to declare support for him will be a planned action. What kind of planned action are you talking about?
Not to declare support for him, but instead as presuming the title of being a speaker. So is there a planned action?
You die. Let me say this. You die today. You die tomorrow. You die day after tomorrow. Die. You know what I'm saying? Most powerful and great making before Kofa. Ellis Zinega Tyler. Ellen Melvin Snow. McCarthy from the US. The current Prime Minister has just resigned from where? France. Great making. By you giving way doesn't mean you are weak. It's a respect for the majority. It's a respect for democratic reasonings. But you sat down. All the things you have done, the steps you are taking, everything that passed, like, it belated. I yet go say Kofa want transition from where to where. I think to transition from Grand Crew lawmaker to a private level. But I think about transition from speakership because he not working. We're talking from there. 50 signatories. 50 presidents signed a resolution. But let me say this. Don't ask my everybody. Kofa feel himself. When we were on our resolution, that morning, that Thursday morning, I can remember, Kofa said, amen. You go sound. You go sound. When we go in the vote, you vote against it. But when other legal scholars told him it was late for him, there is no law that says you must have vote. They say resolution. So as soon as the help to reach out number to 50, we ran it. So who remove him? He removed himself. You were here looking for an hour for a couple of weeks. For almost more looking for an hour, we get it. He said, Jeremy, I go sign a resolution. So that's the thing the action say, Jeremy, I go sign. When your senator say money, then when you go, when you read it, time to vote, you'll vote against it. He deceived himself. Don't ask my people. Don't know too much. Now what's happening today now? I'm not in his mind. And I'm not a Jewish prophet to read his mind. But I'm quite sure that where Kofa is, he might be regretting that decision. He might be regretting. Is there another one?
Yeah, let me just ask you this. Let me ask you this question. Okay. My name is Enoch Zwo. I report for African Media. The scene we witnessed this morning was a bit chaotic, especially police having few individuals arrested. Don't you think it's
Why they arrested them for?
I'm coming. Let me end my question.
No, I just want to ask.
I have not ended my question, sir. So what don't you think is having effect on the operation or the day-to-day activities of the House of Senate that is considered as the House of Elders? Because the entire Capitol building today was helter-skelter.
Let me say this to you. Why did the police arrest him?
The police have not made any publication as
you were there.
Yes, I was there.
You told me you were there. The fact you saw, what was the fact that you saw? Police don't make publication. What the fact you saw?
I don't think I'm charged with the responsibility to speak for the police.
But then what you want to get news from me for now? You're not charged. We're not speaking to the police. You're speaking to the Liberian people. No, listen. As a journalist, you are there on a fact-finding mission.
Yes.
What the police will send in their charge sheet, you will be there as a neutral person to validate it.
Yes.
Know that today. I have not come to teach you the ABC of journalism.
I'm asking you about the operation of the House of Senate.
No, not the operation.
That you highly
respect. Who brought about the arrest of people?
I'm saying
who brought the arrest of people
this morning.
So the question to you now is, I want people go out saying the police arrested peaceful citizens. As a journalist who were on the ground, who has who was present and have an information that was based on fact seeing or fact finding, you must tell the people how these people were arrested. These were people that were having in possession of Ben Neff. Ben Neff. You have heard of that thing? Sensor that were brought here by Luther Collins, J. Marvin Cole, because these people were arrested from behind them. So it is believed they brought them. Don't be afraid to say the truth. The truth will not kill you, my man.
Okay, thank you. To my question, sir. To my question. I'm not from Boston.
Having said, brother, I'm not. But how should I speak better?
Yeah, but how can we be speaking English and you want to speak another dialect, sir?
That's what I understand.
Okay.
What I know that what I talk.
Okay, so please answer my question relative to the operation.
If I say the you can't force me to tell the one you want to talk.
No, I'm not comparing you.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just
good.
telling you I don't understand what you say.
With regard to the Senate operation,
yes,
I think no, the Senate is operating. There are some senators here. I saw the leg of Senator Moy and some of the senators just passed. You can see the Senate vehicles are lined up. Senator who? Senator Joseph is here. So if you say the Senate function, operation is on a standstill, adapt it. You can leave from your path to the Senate side and do an assessment and see as to where the Senate vehicles are not parked. The senators are not in offices. Committee hearing is ongoing. Mondays are days for committee hearing, leadership meeting. You know, days for leadership meeting. So currently, I'm quite sure Senate might be in leadership meeting. Unlike us, we could not have much of our leadership meeting today because of those that attempted stopping us. But we say glory be to God and hats up to the Liberian National Police for a very quick response that was able to put the situation under control. The police are not there for us. They are not there for them. They are not against us. They are not against them. The police has a responsibility to protect life and property. I had a year. If the police saw me committing an act in plain view, they are all ready to have me arrested. Minus my status of being a lawmaker. You understand it? So as a lawmaker, it's expected of you that you will conduct yourself at all times consistent with law. Morality is expected of you. We expect you to carry on a deportment that will be able to correspond with reality, but not to be seen as a renegade, not to be seen as a rebel. Then you say you want Liberia National Police to give you courtesy. That courtesy will give you to your village.
Is there anything we didn't actually want to talk about last week?
I strongly believe plenty now ask me, and I still want you to ask me more.
Last week,
No, plenty now. I don't know your mind.
For over 2 hours since today.
You know where you are. I don't know your mind. Plenty things you are not asking for. You are not asking. You are not asking. What is the plan of the committee as a move? You haven't asked.
Okay, so what's the plan of the committee?
I will be teaching you question, huh? I can't be teaching you question. Yeah, then you expect to ask me since I took over. How far my authority or my mandate gone? I expect you to ask me when No, I expect you to ask me when the staff here will be receiving a gasoline. I expect you to ask you whether they will receive benefit in food. I expect you to ask me.
Is there anything we didn't ask you that you want to talk about? That was the question.
I expect you to.
Is there anything we didn't ask you?
That's what I'm coming to. That's what I'm coming to.
You don't have to tell us.
One of the things I
We have asked you all of the questions we're supposed to ask you. So if there
you want to disrupt the
you
interview,
you can talk about it.
But you are in a disrupting mood now.
No,
No, please. We started saver, that ain't saver. You did not ask for the issue of staff benefit as a word will receive it in full or will carry on the same clandestine action of the person who took over from to be taking portion of it and putting it in our pocket and not giving it. I expected you to ask me when the staff received only 40%, they didn't receive 100%. I expect you to tell me what is the welfare of the staff, the issue of bosses. Those are things I expected. So I say to you, those are things that I expect to ask. But the interesting thing is the media is the midfielder. Even at the state that some members of the team want to be that kind of way, we still got to accept them that kind of way. Because the power gets a microphone. You understand it? When you talk, and I'm there to say that lie or that true. Some of the people, anything say, will believe it. So because of that power, so now we began a further you. Because one thing I go tell now, you all the good things when I talk, since the money you go, you will destroy all for that one thing I talk. So I will promise you, you will continue to be my friend. Even when those of your colleagues are report negative propaganda against us, we will still accept them as our colleagues. We will not go against them. We respect them for their view. But one thing I say to people is, your view, your thought, your analysis about me is not who I am. That's your thought, that's your thinking. That's not me there. I'm who I am. To some people, I'm a good man. To some people, I'm a bad man. Even the action here today, some people appreciate it, right? Equally so, some people against me for it. So if there's nothing else, let me say to you, thank you. But the energy is still there. The energy prince is here. We still want to discuss.